You guys have probably seen this bike before on my channel. It's my 59. I think it's a Golden Flash. Somebody said it was a Road Rocket. Somebody else, just depending on the number. BSA's, I don't know, somebody's gonna tell me how to exactly figure it out, but I've talked to a lot of guys and no one quite knows exactly what this was supposed to be, but I'm pretty sure it was a Golden Flash. I got this bike out of a corn crib probably in 2018 maybe. I'd have to go back and look. But it was cool. It had like 6-over front end, had that same tank on it, but it was white. No seat, no rear fender, but it had the right tank, right toolbox. I got a 16-inch rear wheel, laced it up to the original hub, got myself some new pipes, did a full rebuild on the engine, balanced the crank, went through everything. I've got a nice little set of original Webco rocker covers. I don't know which exhaust clamps those are. I think they might be the Bates ones. Overall, the engine's not anything super special other than, like I said, it does have a balance on it. These are Victor special, like some special, like, God, I can't remember which one it is, but it's a off-road competition model BSA single. Those are like the super long shrouds. Metzler skinny tire on the front. I had a big fat Shinko on the front. It was all for looks. I did a lot of stuff for looks on this bike when I first built it. Jesus. I did a lot of things for looks on this bike when I first built it, but now I'm setting it up for actually putting miles on. Like, I've got the big wide Flanders. I had a little set of dog bone risers. They were cool looking, but super impractical. These Flanders bars are so nice. They have good leverage. Trying to think of what else is worth talking about, but overall it's a really fun, Sparto tail light. This is a built well seat. I can't remember which one they call it, but it's got the pretty aggressive swoop to it, but it's not a show bike by any means. It was just a fun little deal I built. I love non-unit BSAs. I think a car's coming. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with how this thing turned out. Like I said, I've had fun with every iteration of it, but in the end, now I'm just ready to ride it. I don't think I like I vapor blast, I case matched everything, so it's all smooth in between each seam and everything, but I vapor blasted all the covers, and I'm not really, really happy with it anymore. I used to think it looked really, really neat, but now the more I look at it, I think just a classic polished cover would look much better. It's too dingy. You know, once oil gets on it, you can tell forever, no matter how much you clean it up. But, oh yeah, and I've got the Webco oil feed there, rocker feed. But overall, it's a fun bike. They're not the fastest thing on the street, but they feel good. You know, with that 16-inch rear and the skinny 19 front, it's a fun little 60s kind of style thing. Again, not a show bike. It's not period correct by any means, but I had fun with it. A buddy in San Francisco painted this tank for me. I traded him a 500 crank grind, I think is what it was. I think I did that, or oh no, I ground a Fiat crank for him. That's what it was. It was a weird one, but he did a great job on it. I love it. I just said I want purple. That was it, purple and heavy flake, and he delivered on that. It is a beautiful paint job. I painted the fender and the oil bag and the toolbox with just black Duplicolor, and then did the 2-part clear on it, and then the frame, and then all the other black bits are powder coated. Oh, that front brake plate needs polish too. That does not look good anymore. I thought it was going to be really neat, but it's not as cool as I thought it was going to be. I definitely need to go back and do a nice polish job on all those covers, but just a nice skinny bike, nothing too crazy. That I like 16-inch rear wheels on British bikes because, you know, they're not supposed to have them, so I think it's just kind of fun. I got the brake lever that was on it was all boogered up and gross, but I got a new one and I blasted it, put it on and ran it because I was so excited. But the foot pegs and the brake lever need to come off and get powder coated, and so I've got a list of stuff I need to do. to make it, you know, happy again. But it's been fun. Jackhammer grips, baits, mirror, Flanders bars, just all the right stuff. I don't know what headlight this is. It was just a tiny little headlight I had, and it just fits really well. So that's what I ran. I think I had a square one on there for just a little while, and I just didn't like it. It was the wrong era. I'm a big rectangle headlight guy, but I never build anything that they go on. So I've got to get a pile of Dixie and Eris headlights and nothing to stick them on. But